Okay. I do I have sound now? every week, every week we deal with this. All right. I think it should be okay. Can somebody tell me now if we have sound? There we go. Okay. You know, it was so weird because it wasn't working every week. I don't understand this. It's so frustrating. Hi, everyone. All right, I'm just letting some people pop on. And there was a question at the very beginning, and I'll try to answer that in a second if I can remember. I can't remember who asked it. It was, I believe her name was Heather, I think. So, Heather, if I don't answer your question in a minute, if I forget, come back and ask me again, okay? All right. I'm just looking at some stuff here. So, hi, everybody. It's Kellie from Kellie's Bead Boutique. As you can see, I'm by myself today. Miss Savannah is, I don't know how much she would want me to share, but her and my son are on a journey to make a baby. She's watching, she can probably slap me. And they're having some troubles. And so she's going through some medical stuff right now, and it's not a lot of fun for her. And it's really hard. You know, I'm going to start crying because today's not been a good day for me, but it's hard to see my children going through this. You know, they just want to have a baby and it's just not working. And it's so frustrating. And my son works out of town. He's out of town probably 5 or 6 days a week, which makes it even tougher. So anyway, all will happen the way that it's supposed to. I don't know where I'm supposed to look. Like, am I supposed to look there? I don't know. Anyway, so Savannah's just needing a little bit of a mental health break because she's going through a lot right now, and all those, you know, hormones that they're sticking her on is making her a little bit less than happy. And so she's asked for a couple of days off. And what am I going to do? Say no? I mean, that's my potential grandbaby that I'm saying no to. So of course I say yes. But I have been suffering, and I'm going to be like completely open today. Do any of you suffer from anxiety? You know, leave me a comment if you suffer from anxiety. This is a new thing for me. I never suffered from anxiety until maybe just after COVID started. And I'm not sure what brought it on, but I have the absolute worst anxiety in the last couple of years. And today it has reached an all-time high. I've been practically dry heaving. I've been shaking. And like I called my husband hysterical, and I'm like doing everything I can to keep my composure. And so I apologize if I am not 100% today, because I'm not 100% today. And it comes on for no reason at all. I mean, I can just be going through my life, and then all of a sudden it's like somebody 2x4s me with a big, sheet of anxiety. And I don't know why. I didn't eat anything different. I got up, I had I didn't have a very good sleep last night, but I had enough sleep. And I had a nutritious breakfast. I had a relaxing morning. I did all what I had to do for today. And then it hit me like a ton of bricks. And I'm not sure what it is. So, some of you also agree with it too. Yeah. I don't know if I need to cry. I don't know what I need. I don't know. It's really, hi, Sarah. And it's the weirdest thing because I have never been in what I would say an anxious person. I've been in more of like a dive into the pool without looking to see if there was water. But my husband did that and broke his neck. So he breaks a lot of things. That was years ago. So obviously he's okay. But it's just one of those things that has happened. And it's stopping me from doing a lot of things in life. Which is really super frustrating because I am always that person who just dives in, handles everything, and picks up the pieces after the fact. So for me to be sort of like hesitant and feeling anxious is really just not my cup of tea. So it's not that it's good to see that there's a lot of people in the same boat, but as I'm reading these comments go by, I can see that, a lot of you are, suffering from the same thing. So my heart goes out to you. I know what that feels like. And it's, anxiety and depression, same thing. And, I don't know, it's just weird. So I'm a little anxious because Savannah's not here. Yes, because she handles all the behind the scenes stuff. And I set everything up and my mic wasn't working and I was super frustrated. So I muted it and then there was no sound. And so I'm like, now what do I do? And then when I pressed the button, it worked. So, you know, there's just so many things that are out of our control. And I think I'm a control freak. That's part of the thing. So anyway, I just wanted to be really transparent with you today and let you know that I'm not at my best and I'm going to try very hard. I'm actually shaking, which is like, so you'll have to pardon me if I'm shaking under the camera when I'm showing you things. So I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to, after the live, I'm going to do something and I don't know what that means. I'm either going to call up a girlfriend or I'm going to go shopping or I'm going to do something, but I have to get out of my house. I think that's part of my problem is that since we've moved to this rural property, I never leave. I'm always here. I put makeup on and make my hair look decent one day a week. The rest of the time I look like, if you guys saw me yesterday, I looked so bad, but I had a really bad toothache and I went to have a tooth pulled. I didn't end up getting it pulled. Long story. I actually went to the dentist looking like somebody that lives on the street. My hair was all over the place, no makeup. I had a ratty old t-shirt on, but I just had to get there. And that's what I look like most days. If I put a bra on, it's only because I have staff. Yes, Theo, I might go see a movie. Theo just lovingly gives me gift cards to go see movies. And you know, since COVID, they haven't had that many good movies. So I need to find one or two and go see a movie. So thank you, Theo. You have provided the probably a solution for my anxiety today. So, oh, anyway, okay. So Savannah's off. Hey, did you guys see the new short that she did with her riding the bike with the little ding ding with the bell? Was that not the funniest of all the shorts she's been doing? Oh my goodness. Like literally, we have been having so much fun and almost wetting ourselves with laughter while we're making these things. And so she said to me the other day, should I post that one? Because that's like the best. And I said, yes, I think everybody needs to laugh a little bit because, you know, now that I'm talking to you guys and starting to giggle a bit, I feel a little better. So, you know, it's, I think it's good to laugh and she's been having so much fun with those. So I hope she feels a little more up to creating in the next few days and she can maybe make some more. But yeah, everybody really likes the little ding ding. It was so funny because she happened to have Grace's bike in the back of her vehicle and she hauled it out. And I said, oh my gosh, you've got to ride the bike. She goes, I can't ride that thing. It's made for like a little girl. And I said, well, figure it out. So we have a little bit of a hill coming down into like where the warehouse is. So I was like, just get her going. And she's bombing down it. Oh my gosh. It was so much fun. It was just, you know, we were laughing so hard. That only took 2 takes. Sometimes we have to do multiple. That only took 2 takes. So it was pretty fun. I'm just trying to read some of the comments really hard because they fly by so fast. I want to get back to one of the very first comments that I had at the beginning today. I believe her name was Heather. I see, I've forgotten already. Dementia. She had said, why do her barrel knots turn? And I don't really understand what that meant. So if you can clarify that a little bit. So yeah, because I'm not really sure what you meant by that, but I want to try and answer that because apparently I am the barrel knot queen. So I should know the answer to that, right? Yeah. Yeah, Debbie, see, that's the problem with me today. I don't know why I'm having it either. So, I mean, it's all good, but I don't know why it happens either. It just comes on. There's been a lot this week. Good news is that the kitchen company came in and finished my kitchen to my liking. It was a disaster and I paid a lot of money for something that made me cry literally when I walked in there. And it's been a bit of a battle to try to get them to come back and repair it because it was an expensive repair. But now it looks like I think it should look. It was horrible before. And now they just have to send an airbrush guy in, like a painter who airbrushes, because there's some, boo-boos on the cabinets now because so many people have smashed into them and done things. So we have him coming June 10th and the painters are coming back for the 3rd time for the house because there's just been so many people in and out. There's just so much of a mess and, you know, holes and dings and everything. So the painters are coming in the next week or two. My husband's going to get the plumbing finished. And then we're going to call somebody in to install the last 2 appliances, which he would normally do, but he can't get on the floor yet still because of his broken leg. And then I'll have a kitchen for the first time in 9 months. So cross your fingers that by, I'm going to say the 3rd week of July, I have a functioning kitchen and a bathroom. I wish I could insert pictures. That's the one thing Savannah can do. I can't do on my iPad here. But we finished part of our bathroom. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. So that's given me like something to be happy for, but it's also given me a lot of stress this week because there's been a lot going on. I had to spend a lot of money and buy furniture because I got rid of all of our furniture. So anyways, there's a lot going on. And now my daughter's requiring me to help out a little bit with my granddaughter, Willow. And thank you to all the people that sent her birthday wishes and commented on her beautiful picture. We had a really good little birthday for her 5th. But her daddy, who has his own business, has decided in his, I don't even know how old Clayton is, honestly. He's like in his mid-40s, I guess. He's going back to university, and he's going to become a school teacher like his mom. And so he wants to teach like kindergarten grade 1, and which is just so heartwarming because that's what his mom taught, and she was such a good teacher. And so I need to help out a little bit more, which is really hard for me because I'm running this business and I'm doing all that I'm doing, and they don't live super close, but you know, got to do what you got to do. So on Thursdays, I have to jet out of here in the afternoon and go pick up Willow at daycare, get her home, feed her, get her changed for baseball, and then get her to the baseball field. So that's another new thing on my list of things to do, but I want to try to help out. I even offered to move in there. I said, because they have a beautiful suite in their basement. And I said, well, I'll move in during the week so that I can help out. And my son-in-law looks at me and goes, I'm not down with that. I was like, hey, I'm offering to help you, you jerk. All right, Heather, on one side of the bracelet, it looks nice and straight coils. Oh, I'm going to scoot back so I can read that because you did answer. All right, how do I go backwards on this thing? And then it looks crossed. Sometimes you can see both at the same time. I think what it sounds like is you're putting the end through the wrong side. If you put it through the end that you wrap with your coils, and then you put that end through that end that you're coming out. Does that make any sense? If you go to the other end, it'll bring a piece of leather across. Do you think that's maybe what you're doing wrong? Try watching my video again, like my videos again, and try doing the opposite to what you're doing and see if it works. Sometimes that could be what it is, right? So yes, the home redo is a lot of my anxiety, and also because I'm living in the basement mostly. Our kitchen's in our laundry room. We've had to destroy my laundry room. There's holes in the ceiling and there's wires coming out of the wall. And I went to heat up my lunch and our breaker blew. And so I don't have anything pretty in my house. And I'm very much a Martha Stewart. I love my house just perfect. Everything is in its place. There's no dust nor dirt nor dog hair. And I have all the above right now. I have no furniture to sit on. Like I said, no kitchen, no nice bathroom. I have a little tiny cubby hole of a bathroom that I can't even bend over in. You know, how I haven't gone completely mad, I have no idea. So I'm just reading some of the, always put it through the same way to the left. You know, without me seeing how you do it. You know what, if you can, Heather, take a snapshot of one of the ones that you're talking about and send it to me at my Kellie at Kellie's Bead Boutique, spelled Kellie with an IE. And just send me to my email, send me a picture, and then I can look at it and analyze. Try and get a couple different shots of it if you can. And that will help a little bit because, you know, it's hard to speak bead over written. So without me actually seeing what it is, and sometimes I can tell by looking at it. So, right, Wendy, I don't have any aesthetic corners that look nice right now. I know we're not talking about beads, but you guys are my best friends, right? So we gotta share amongst each other. Yeah, I just, you know, I really like decorating. I like making everything look really pretty and just aesthetically pleasing. And I went a little cuckoo at my other house and over decorated, and I don't want to do that again. So I'm really being mindful of how I decorate this time. But, so it's good, but it's not easy because as soon as I do it, then we end up cutting a hole in a wall and then there's gyprock dust everywhere. And so then, everything's all dusty and yucky. So anyway, that's life. All right. What else have I got to show you here? I'm just going to go to a banner. I see these are all the things that Savannah does for me. So this week, there we go. We're running a sale until Sunday at midnight. So you can get 20% off your order by using the code SunnyDays20. And you'll get 20% off of everything except, I had somebody complain this morning and I was actually rude in my response. And I couldn't help myself because I'm feeling like that right now. So I'm just going to go back to the comments. But somebody complained and said that I was being deceitful in my emails to people because I say that you can have 20% off of everything, but that there are some exclusions. But every business has to have some exclusions, right? So on mine, there's no, I don't do discounts on kits because my staff would quit. Because honestly, we get thousands of orders for kits and we just can't keep up. And it's so overwhelming that they've asked me not to. So I don't. The only time you can get them is when you're using your first customer discount. So no kits, no clearance for obvious reasons. It's already on clearance. No semi-precious and all those kind of things because they're already they have their own built-in coupon. So, so somebody complained to me and I was like, well, why are you complaining? Like, and tools because of shipping, because shipping is so crazy. I complain about the shipping with you guys all the time, but I shipped something the other day to a customer in the United States. She just bought like some beads. That's all she bought was just a bag of beads and she paid $7.99 shipping. And it cost me $20 to mail it because it happened to be some heavy beads. So if I was then to ship tools at a discount, I would be losing money. So, so I try to be as fair as I can. But I was actually kind of rude and I just couldn't help myself. And I actually told them to go away. And if I lose a customer or 12 over that, I'm sorry. But you know what? Just like, don't be so rude. So anyway, yes, I think that's what happens. People just like to complain about things. So I want to thank you. I don't feel like I'm deceitful. I feel like I give a lot away. I just gave away a couple things to a couple people. The other day, I give lots of stuff away. I do all kinds of really nice things for people. And I think that like today, you guys are going to go with some of the prices I've got on things. So I do my best. I honestly do try very hard to keep things as above board. I'm not one of those swindler kind of companies that are out there. And so when I'm accused of that, I get my back up and I got a little bit snarky. So anyway. All right. So yeah, you can save 20% off until Sunday night. So you don't have to run off and do it now. You will have until Sunday. We're doing it a little bit longer this week. And you just type in the coupon SunnyDays20. If you only have kits in there, you're not going to get the discount. So sometimes people don't understand how to use the coupons. And that's about it. So I am clearing out a ton of stuff, as I said last week. Hey, Brenda. Well, thanks for catching me live. I'm glad that you could join us today. I'm just trying to. Yes, Chris, I do. I do need to put a roof over my head, and in Vancouver, it is so expensive to live. So, I'm trying to do the best I can. Sorry, it's funny when you read the comments. It's funny when I'm reading them on this side and then I realize I probably shouldn't laugh so hard. Oh, thank you. I do appreciate that. I try to be I try to be pleasant 99% of the time, but every once in a while the crazy redhead that is actually underneath the blonde is she comes out to play. And she came out to play this morning at 5 o'clock when I was snarky. Anyway, so I've made a big decision here. A big decision is that I'm only going to carry, two things. I'm going to carry what brings me joy. And I'm also going to carry what sells. So if I bring something in and it sits there for an extended period of time, then I'm going to be saying adios amigos. And if it doesn't bring me any joy, if it's just sitting there and nobody's buying it and it's not bringing me any personal joy, adios amigos again. So what does that mean for you guys? That means that you're going to get some stinking great good prices. So I know it can get really overwhelming when I'm hacking really good stuff on the clearance page all the time. But if you're a bargain shopper and you get to see things up close and personal on Wednesdays, this is the best way to save a buck, which we're all trying to do right now. So, there's actually a third reason that I'm doing this. I need to cut costs a little bit because things are just so out of touch in business right now. It's a very complicated thing to explain. But anyway, I need to reduce my business operating costs a little bit. And one of them is by reducing my inventory because I have too much. I brought my entire store here to this little warehouse and there's just too much stock. So I need to reduce things a little bit so that I can have a little bit more cash flow so that I can buy other pretty things that I think you guys might like. So, because a lot of these things I've had for a bit. So that's the reason why you're seeing it's not like there's anything wrong with any of them. I don't usually sell stuff that has like, that's damaged or anything. So there's nothing wrong with it. It's just seen its day and it's time for me to give it away for a little bit less price than I normally would. So I hope that makes sense. So, well, thanks, Barb. I'm glad that you are joining us. So, oh, thank you, Darcel. I do think so too. I feel like, when people complain on, especially on YouTube, and I'm like doing those for free, I don't know. People are weird though, right? Well, Susan, thanks. Yes, sometimes people are just, sometimes they're just rude, but I appreciate you joining us today. I don't always just blather on for hours, but I got lots of time today because Savannah doesn't have to be, or Savannah's not here. And usually she has to leave at 2 to go pick up my grandbaby, but she's not here today. So I get to do whatever I want to do. Right. Yeah, without the store, it is very difficult to get rid of some things. Like a lot of the things that sold in the store don't sell online, which is very weird. So I just kind of decided that there's no sense carrying stuff just so that I can have all that stuff, right? Like what's the point of it? So I'd rather sell it at a reduced cost so you guys can take to get it if you want it. Like you don't have to buy stuff, but like one of our customers, she bought a ton of the stuff from last week because obviously it's something that she uses. So this is a really good time to snag things at a bargain. And don't worry, there's going to be lots. Like I am getting ruthless. And today I've got a bunch of Tierracast too. You guys, if you've been around a while, you know how much I absolutely adore Tierracast. But even some of their stuff doesn't move now that we're in this kind of a situation versus my store. So where was I going with that? Oh, I know what. Jeez, my brain. I have 4 things that weren't even on the website. I went to reduce them today and I was like, well, they're not selling because they're not on the website. But now they're just going to be they're discontinued on Tierracast site anyway. So that's just crazy, right? So there's just so much stuff. And it was so crazy when we moved here trying to make sure everything was online. So I'm just going to take that little banner off of there. I have to figure out how to do that. Oh, look at that. See, Savannah's not here and I could still figure it out, but I need you back, Savannah. So, well, there's a couple of reasons why Beads of Life, it's funny because I don't know your name, so I'll just call you Beads of Life. Tierracast is expensive because they are made in United States, which actually adds to the price because, in America, they pay they pay a living wage generally. And also it's not full of garbage. When you order things from China, you never know what's in it. So, hi, Mary. So they actually have really good quality materials. And their casting is like immaculate. It's perfection. A lot of their stuff is double-sided. There's so many reasons why Tierracast is and always will be my favorite and why it's so worth paying that little bit extra. A lot of their things like their white bronze or what I've still got some of their older rhodium plating. It doesn't tarnish, but it's just really, really good quality. So you always get what you pay for, at least in my store. If you're going to pay a little more for something, it's because it's better quality. So, Oh, good. I'm glad you got your order today, Julie. So awesome. Okay, where am I, Kelly? I am in, well, I'm in my warehouse on my property in a little town called Mission, BC. I'm in on the west coast of Canada because I never know where you guys are from, so I explain a little bit more about where I am. But I'm in a little teeny tiny town that has no, I have nothing here. I have no gas stations or stores or anything where I live. So I have to drive everywhere. I mean, there's what we lovingly recall the kill shed about 10 minutes down the road, but I wouldn't ever go in there because I might end up in one of those wanted or the posters of missing. So oh well, thank you, Jill. That's a very lovely compliment, and I do appreciate that. Thank you. I'm just reading some of these and then I'm going to switch down here. Oh, hey, Sharon. Hi from England. So what time is it over there? You're about what, 8 hours ahead? My staff member, I'm going to switch you down here. My staff member, trying to figure out if I could do that. Yeah, I did right. Tessa has been over in Europe and she was in England and she just got back last night. So she's back to work. So I'm so excited. Sorry, I just needed a drink of my water. Okay. Yes, I am out in the boonies. I have nothing out here. All right. So it's hard for me to read the comments with these glasses on. Hey, I've got new glasses coming, so I'll actually be able to see, which is nice. But I need to be able to see what I'm doing here. Okay, so some of the things that I am marking down, we will start with this Tierracast. Oh, I guess it helps if I have the, I knew there was a reason why I kept them in the bags. Well, I'll figure this out. See, I need my Vanna here today. Okay. So these are their little charm keepers. So I guess I don't really need that. But the charm keepers are kind of cool because you can actually open these up. And so if you've never seen these, they're really neat. You can make little charms and slide them on and then remove them. And so you could have like a multi-purpose necklace. You can just use this for your, the link that you make with your necklace. So you could like hang a tassel down and some charms or whatever, and then attach it to the regular part of your necklace. But you can open that up to change things out. And that's why I really love them. I've just never really used them a lot on anything in my shows. So they haven't sold for me very well, but I know they're a really popular item with Tierracast. So all of the items that I'm going to show you today are on the clearance page. If you want to purchase any of them, you just simply go to the clearance page, put as many as you want in the shopping cart, and there is a limit on them. It'll tell you how many are in stock. And if you're the first person to grab them, then you get them. So you don't have to do any bidding on here or anything like that. So this is their, I have to read this one. This is their 20 millimeter 17 gauge. So this is the smaller one. And if you're just looking for a code number, I don't think you can probably see this code number, but it is 0100. Yeah, you know what? I'll put this big one here. So 01040011. And these used to be $3.75. And I've marked them down basically half price to $1.85. I hardly ever do Tierracast at 50% off, but I'm wanting to sell through these, so I'm deciding to do that. So that is the silver one, and then this is actually, this is their bright silver. Okay, just have to kind of keep this stuff all organized now. Without Savannah here, it's hard for me to do that. And I also have their gold, and gold is usually a little bit more. So these were regularly $4. So that's the code is 010400-25. And they were, what did I just say? $4. And now they're on 50% off for $2. So, and then on the last one of that, I have the antique bronze. So those are 010400-27, and they were $2.50, and they're on for $1.25. So again, you can open that up, and there you go. Diane, you can always do a second order, and then just put in your comments that it's your second order. We usually catch them, and when we pull them off on Thursdays, because nobody works today except for whoever's doing the videos. So you can always put a secondary order in and we will combine. And then I can't refund the shipping cost because PayPal doesn't give me all my money back. So I just give you a credit, which you may have had in before, because I will just credit your account, which is like a gift certificate, and you can use it on your next order. Okay, so here's the next size up. So these are 15 gauge, so they're a little bit heavier. This is the size that I really like because you can really load it up. You can also like wrap beads around here. You can do so many things. I always say you are just limited by your imagination. So these ones are 32 millimeters. So they're, again, a little bit larger. And they've got the same thing where you just open that up like that. And this is the antique bronze. And that is 01-0401-27. And they were $3.25 and they're on for $1.65. So, oh, is the link to the 20 millimeter ones? All three. Okay, Theo, thanks. I will, the small one. Okay, I will go in and repair that. Thank you for letting me know that. I will go in and repair that after the show. I have to make note of that. So the little ones, like the first ones I showed, these little guys. Okay, I'm going to put that off to the side and we'll go in and repair that. Sometimes I do these things really quickly before the show, and then I don't have a chance to check them. So thanks for being my Vanna today, Theo. I appreciate it. Okay, there is the silver one. And so that is 01-0401-11. They used to be $5 and they are on 50% off for $2.50. So, oh, thanks, Theo. I appreciate your help. If I'm going too fast, let me know. I'm just I don't want to keep you guys here forever. I've got quite a bit of stuff today. I got some good stuff. And then we've got the gold, and gold is always way more expensive, but this is the 01-0401-25, and it was $5.75, and it's on for $2.90. So again, you can just open them up. There you go. And then we have, pardon me, the biggest size. So this one is a 42 millimeter with 15 gauge. So these are a really big one. And this one used to be, I think it was like $7.50, and they're now down to $3.75. So they're all the same. You can open them up. Have you ever used these, Theo, on any of your designs? You know, I've played with them, but I never came up with anything that I always try to be original. You know, like I was saying that to Lori yesterday. She's like, well, why don't you do something with these? And I said, well, I just never think of anything original. And I always try to do something that maybe somebody hasn't thought about, because why bother otherwise? 01-0402-27. So these were $4.25 and they're on for $2.15. Oh, you've made earrings before? Okay. So, I mean, they're a great product. And these are Tierracast. If you're wondering out there in Facebook land, or is anybody on YouTube? Okay, and the last one in this group is the gold. So that one is the 0402-25. They were $7.25 and they're on for $3.65. So, hello, Carmen. Thanks for joining us. Okay, sorry, I just need to have a little drink, so I'm going to have dead air for a second here. My throat still really bothered me from being sick last week. Well, for 2 weeks, really. Okay, let's see, what have I got here? So I'm going to get through the Tierracast first. So this is their Asian coin charm, and this is in their antique pewter. These were $3, and now they are half price at $1.50. See if I can there we go. And I don't have very many of those. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 of those. So the code on that, if you're looking, you can't see it on there. It's 94-2530-40. So again, these will all be on the clearance page. So you don't have to pop around the website. You just go into the clearance page and just scroll on down. So that's their little Asian coin charm. And then there's also another color in that. So it comes in antique bronze, and that is the same price. So that is $1.50. So these have, I think they have two, yeah, they're two-sided. So on this side, it's got kind of it's got some Chinese writing and looks like some waves and things like that. And I know it's dark, you can't, let's see, there we go. You can kind of see that way. And then if you turn it around, it's got, looks like a lotus. Oh, let's see, there we go. A lotus flower with some other markings like that. And these are really popular in those sort of multi-charm kind of necklaces. Like you could definitely hang, you know, something like this. Maybe not on this small one, maybe on this big one. This would be kind of cute. Now watch, I'll be like, oh gosh, I should have kept that. I'll come up with an idea. Let's see. Oh. Now, if you're trying to get something on like this isn't going to work very well. You can actually straighten this out and then bend it again. That's not going to be a very good bend, but I don't have my tools with me. So you could hang something off like that, right? Okay, so those are on for $1.50. So those are the Asian coin charms if you're looking for them on the clearance page. So I'm also discontinuing the Tierracast leaf. It's called a leaf fairy. So it's like a little fairy, and they come in silver and in gold. And the silver is $1.15 now. It was $2.25, and the gold was $2.60, and it's half price at $1.30. So that I'll just try and hold those up a little closer so you can see. So those are the little leaf fairy charms. So tilting my screen like that's going to make that coin catch the light. No. Yeah, it's awkward for me between my glasses and the lights, and you know, then I have to kind of go backwards. Oh goodness. Oh, see, you're in Colorado? I loved it there, but it tried to kill me. My lungs did not like Colorado at all. Oh my goodness, I could not breathe there. It was terrible, but I really loved it. I thought it was such a pretty place. I mean, and we live in one of the prettiest places on earth here outside Vancouver. I'm out in the mountains by all the dams and the lakes and the rivers, and it's beautiful out here, but Colorado was really pretty. It just did not like me, literally could not breathe. All right, the other thing I'm getting rid of are these swallow charms. So the code on these is 94-2300, and they're in the clearance section. They've got the antique silver and the antique gold. The antique silver was $2. It's now on 50% off for $1. And the antique gold was $2.25, and it's now on for $1.10. So let's see if I can. It's hard to show these things up close. I don't know. I never know which way to go. That's not too bad, right? Pretty good. Thanks, Wendy. I do think so. I think it's so pretty here. I mean, where I live, I'm about 500 feet higher than the most everything else around here. So we everything's weird here. It takes a little bit longer to like all our cherry trees and things like that they're behind by about 2 weeks. We're a little bit cooler here, which is nice at times. But it's exceptionally beautiful where I live. Very, very pretty. But it can get very busy on the weekends because I'm close to all the lakes and rivers. And Theo, who's on here, who works for me, she, her and her husband like to go hiking. And I think they go hiking. You guys go hiking around here, right? Lots of like really great hiking trails out here. And there's lots of, people do all kinds of water sports out here. There's, really beautiful rivers and lakes. And there's, it's very pretty. I just never get out of here to do anything, which I have to start doing. Oh, thank you, Thea. I've noticed you've been placing lots of orders, and I do appreciate that very, very much. All right, so we are also discontinuing the Luna Moth pendant. So I'll hold that up so you can see that. These are very, very popular. It's just time for them to go. Any humidity? Not like Toronto. Like out east, they have crazy humidity. It can get a bit humid here, but not really. We get more humidity in the form of rain because it rains like crazy out here, especially for me because I'm out in the mountains. But I wouldn't say it's really humid here, slightly, but because we're on the West Coast, not really. So okay, so the code on this is 94-3234, and they're the Luna Moth pendant. The antique copper was $6.25, and it's now on for $3. So these are a screaming good deal. The silver was $6.25, on for $3, and the gold was $8.25, and it's on for $4. And these are really nice because they have lots of different places that you can attach things. So there's a hole there and there, and there's a hole in the bottom and of course on the top. So you can hang something coming off of here and then maybe put a little dangle on. That's what I did when I did a necklace that I called Tessa. And I put like double chains coming out of it. You can also hang something from here and then just ignore the things. You know, you don't have to put something in just because there's holes. So you could do all kinds of embellishing with something like this, but I really like this one. It's just time for it to go so I can get something new. So, oh yeah, it is. It's cooler here today too, Diane. As I'm actually was wearing a sweater today. It's just that cold. Now, if you're wondering where Diane lives, she lives over in one of the islands that I would actually like to move to, over in Powell River. It's beautiful. If I could convince my husband to retire one day, I wouldn't mind going over there. It's lovely. It's I always think of it sort of like a fishing town because it's, you know, right on the water. But one of my old staff members moved over there, and I know that she loves it there. So now when I was saying that I had some things that weren't on the website, that's what I'm about to show you because I'm a dinglebutt and didn't even get these on my website. They've been sitting there for a year and they haven't sold at all. And I was like, well, why have they not sold? Well, you know, Kelly, apparently you need to put them on the website. So these are a teardrop pendant and they have been discontinued by Tierracast, but we do have a few left. I'm just going to look and see if there's any. No, let's see. No more comments I need to address. Okay, so we have this is the old rhodium plating, which is great. It never, ever tarnishes. And then we have the antique bronze. So the rhodium plating was $3.95 and it's on for $2 now. And same price for the antique bronze. So the code on these is 94-2361. And I can't remember the sizing on this. I've got it on the website, but there are two different sizes that I'm going to show you. So this one is the 2361, and I'll show you close to it the next size because this one is the 2362, and they're just a little bit smaller. So these were $2.60 and they're on for $1.30 and $1.50. This rhodium came in inexpensive, so it was a bit more. So this one is the 2362 and this is the 2361. So these are great. Pardon me. For hanging things in. I had a really pretty pair of earrings that I had on my site for a couple of years where I hung something in the middle and then I hung something off the bottom and made a really cute pair of earrings. So super versatile. You can, you know, lash beads around the side. You could macrame around it. You can do so many things with these little teardrop pendants. So again, just limited by your imagination. Okay. So let's see what it. Yes, I know you're on the Sunshine Coast, not on the island. I know. I'm actually from the island. I've never lived there now though. I was born there. I guess I was there when I was a toddler or something. I was born in Victoria, but I've always wanted to go over to the Sunshine Coast. I love it there. Okay, do I have any more? No, that's the end of the Tierracast. So now we're going to get into the beads. So that's some of the stuff. There's going to be a lot more Tierracast in the coming weeks. And we've run out of room on the floor, so we need to downsize some of that Tierracast. Let me just have another short slurp of it's actually not water. I'm drinking this, what's it called? Bay or whatever. I like the Molokai coconut. We just got it in Canada, but it does not taste the same at all. It's horrible. So that's the one from the United States because I'm always down there. So, okay. So now some of the beads that we're going to be discontinuing and will not be carrying anymore include this 8mm Aquaterra Jasper in yellow. And it's a really pretty, because it's not just yellow. It's got all kinds of different color variations in it too. So that makes it interesting. I find that when something's just all one color, it gets very boring. So this was, let's see, so the code on this, and I meant to write all of these out. I apologize. I did not have time to get to that. So the code on this is AAA 666, and they were $26.99, and I have these marked down to, oh, actually, no, some of them were $22.99. So I must have got a different pricing on it. So let's go on the lower price so it doesn't sound, like I'm trying to fudge you on anything. So these were $22.99. I have these on for only $6.99. Start your car. Those are such a good deal. I have 23 strands of those, so there's a fair amount to go around, but those are going to be flying out the door. I can tell just by the price of them. So I'm not going to try and do this without making a bunch of noise. Sorry. Okay. And then we have the same in the 6mm. And these are a little more vibrant, just a little bit more on the yellow side. And the code on these are AAA713. And these were $16.99, and I have them down to $5.99. Right, Wendy? I say that all the time. So I have 19 strands of these. So I have a fair amount of these ones too. And once these are gone, I'm not bringing them back in. Now, I you'll hear me almost every week when I do a clearance thing that I say, I don't understand why these are still around, because these are extraordinarily beautiful. But I think why they are is because they're also very expensive. So this is a 10mm Pilbara Praise. So it's Pilbara Prase, Pilbara Praise. And you won't see this one very often. So the code on this is ABC151, and look at the colors in that. It is absolutely an exquisite stone. Now, the bad part of it, it was $47.99, because these, I looked at the price today and went, ooh, I'm going to try and do the best I can on this. But the lowest I can get these are $17.99. So I've got 11 strands of these. If you're looking for a stone that is just absolutely exceptionally beautiful and something you don't see out there very often, this Pilbara Praise will fit that bill. So pretty. It's kind of got like a tealy kind of green. There's some browns and there's some rust colors in there. It's an absolutely beautiful stone. So that is ABC 151. Thanks, Theo, for putting all the codes and things up there. I really appreciate it. All right, and I also have a few of the 8mm left. And this one's got like a really pretty rusty bead in it. And the code on this was ABC 147. And these were $36.99. And I've got them for $12.99. I only have 6 strands of these left, but these are an exceptionally beautiful stone. So lovely, like that. Thanks, Wendy. Yeah, they are pretty, aren't they? And I've never really seen it. I bought these quite a few years ago from one of my favorite vendors when I was in Tucson. And that's why I'm always surprised that they're still here, but I think it's because they were expensive. So, but I've never seen them anywhere since. All right, we're also discontinuing our 8mm gray lava. The code on this is AAA 504. They were $15.99. Start the car. They're $3.99 now. So if you're into the essential oil thing, or you just want that sort of organic kind of look, 8mm great lava, really great deal at only $3.99. You cannot beat that. Okay, and I have like 22 strands, so you don't have to panic. There's quite a few there. This stuff usually sells out fairly quickly. All right, I'm also getting rid of some of our faceted hematite. So if you're into rose gold, these are, I think they are a 3x4mm. So you can see they're like a nice little sort of flattened disc, and they have a fairly large, I'm trying to show you, but it doesn't translate well on here. But they have, I don't know if you can see that on there. I don't think so. They actually have a little bit larger hole, which is kind of nice. It's not a super, super small hole, which sometimes these small beads can have. So this is the rose gold, and the code is AAA 342. They were $16.99, and they're now on for $6.50. And I have 24 strands of those available. And this is great if you just want to use it as a spacer. Like just take it apart and use it as a spacer. That's what most people do. If you wanted to make, like right now, a little tiny things are in style. So, you could put like at the front of a bracelet, you could just put like 5 of them and then put some other stones behind and just do a really smart little bracelet. Super cute. So rose gold it continues to be very popular. My girlfriend, her daughter is getting married, and she actually has an engagement ring that she just got in rose gold. I guess it's just super popular with the young kids too. All right, we have the same stone in the regular sort of dark hematite color. The code on this is AAA337, and this one was $15.99, and I've got this on for $5.50, and there's 26 strands of those. No, this is not magnetic. It's just a regular coated hematite. How do you order these? You just go to my website at www.kelliesbeadboutique. I guess, do I have a banner? Let me see if I can. I'm trying to figure out how to use this. Oh, let's see. Do I have a banner that has my, yeah, I'll put that on the bottom there. There we go. So you just go to that website and you go to the clearance page and you can find any of the things that I'm showing you today. And you have to remember too, that if you live in the United States, you're going to save yourself somewhere around 30 to 35%, depending on what your bank gives you because of the exchange rate, because our money stinks and the United States dollar is a lot stronger. So if you're American, you're already going to save a little bit more on the prices than I'm already selling them for. So really good deals. And then you're going to get even better with exchange rate. And it's not us that gives you the exchange rate. It is your bank. So everybody's going to get something a little bit different. Pardon me. I'm trying to turn away, but there's not much room here to turn away to cough. Right. Yeah, they would make a really, really good spacer, Wendy. They're super popular. They just haven't been as popular in the online store as they were in the store. So it's kind of crazy. All right. So this is a 6mm matte African bloodstone. The code is AAA166. And these were $24.99. And now I've got them on for $6.50. So the nice thing about the bloodstone is you get that sort of mix of like a gray and green and red and clear. It's really kind of a unique stone. And I have 8 strands of those and they're on for $6.50. Good deals. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Our money is terrible right now. And I remember back when I had my my jewelry business, we were at par, I think. So I miss those days. All right. Now, I can't believe I'm actually doing this, but I made the decision that I'm no longer going to carry the huge amount of wood that I carry, just because of the cost of keeping all this stock. So I get my wood. I get about 95% of my wood straight from the Philippines. So these are all handmade from a small family. They do all the wood there, and it's beautiful quality. So it is a little more expensive, but it is exceptional quality. So this is ABB 774. It's a 10mm rosewood. It was $14.99, and I have it on for $6. And rosewood is so nice. It's got that beautiful tone to it, but they also have on most of the wood, it has a little bit larger drill hole. So you can get about sometimes a 1.5mm leather in there. And it's really nice and light. So it's great for malas or just a trendy looking necklace. It's easy to knot, all those sort of things. So this is a really good deal. ABB 774 for only $6. And I have 14 strands left. Oh, hey, Faye, I see you on there. I don't know if you were around at the beginning. Sorry, we have not brought you your package because Savannah hasn't worked this week. And so there's been nobody going your way. Are you okay hanging on, or do you want me to try and figure out how to get it to you? I feel bad, but nobody's been here this week. It's been quiet. Okay, we have ABB 611. This is a 10mm matte gray wood, which has been one of our most popular over time, is the matte gray wood. So this was $22.99 and it's on for $7.50. And it's a little bit more brown than it's showing on the camera. But I have 40 strands of those, so I've got lots of them. And they're only $7.50, which for beautiful quality wood from the Philippines is just such a great deal. Okay, thanks, Faye. I appreciate that. As soon as I can, we will get that to you. If you need it before, I think Savannah's probably going to work on Monday. If you need it before Monday, let me know and I will see how I can get it to you, okay? We have also the 10 millimeter white wood. And this is ABB 599. And this was $15.99. And I have it on for $5. So super, super good price. Yeah, it does look very gray on there, but it is gray for sure, but it has a bit of a brown tone. And I never know how this is showing up, because if I move things around, the color changes under here. And I've tried for years to get the proper coloring. It doesn't matter what color background I use. It's because the my phone changes the color on it all the time. So you don't need it before Monday. Okay, thanks, Faye. You're a peach. So yeah, these were $15.99. They're on for $5, and I have 24 of them. And that's ABB 599. Oh, hey, and if my friend Catherine is on, I want to wish you well. One of our beading buddies, Catherine, just had some surgery yesterday, and she sent me a note to let me know that she was okay, because I told her I needed to know. And so she let me know that she was doing okay. So let's send our prayers and best wishes to Catherine for a speedy recovery, because she's got a little bit of a road ahead of her, but she said she's doing pretty good. So I was pleased to hear that. Okay, we have 10 millimeter ebony wood. The code on this is ABB 567, and it's $18.99. And now I've got this marked down to $6.50, which is crazy. Ebony wood is one of the most expensive woods, and it's so beautiful. And at only $6.50, that is a steal. And I only have 11 strands left, so I know those will go. Catherine, my twin. Yes, Catherine, my twin. Yeah, she lives up in, where's Catherine live? I think she's Sycamoose, I believe. Yeah. Okay, and we have just 2 strands of this. It's a matte brown agate, so it's one of those fun little sort of Z bead kind of things. And this is ABC 337. It was $21.99, and it's on for $8. And I only have 2 strands of that left. And it's just a really fun sort of ethnic looking bead. Really, really nice. All right. Okay, what else have we got here? Get down to the end of it here. All right, I also have 10 millimeter gray wood. So the other one was a matte gray wood, and this is just a regular gray wood. And you can see some of them have more of a brown variation, and some of them have a little bit more gray to them. You know, and I asked my vendor, I said, well, why does some come in with gray and some of it look a little bit more brown? He said, because they're trees and they don't all look alike inside. And I was like, oh, fair enough. Sometimes, you know, the obvious needs to be pointed out. So I just thought it was kind of funny. But the code on this is AAA137. They were $14.99, and now they are on for, I think I've got them on for $5.50, but I'm not sure. Maybe my Vanna can check. Maybe Theo can check and see what the price is, because I've written over top and I can't tell what price I put on these. But so AAA137 is 10 millimeter gray wood, and those are really beautiful quality. I know I'm going to miss these when they're gone, but you know, they don't do me any good just sitting on the wall anymore. So I'm going to still carry some of the 8s and the 6s, because those are the popular ones. All right, and we have some of this wood opal, which is absolutely stunning. And again, another one of those ones where I'm like, well, why is this still here? Because it's so pretty. So this is ABC 161, and it's a 6 millimeter wood opal. It was $29.99, and now it's on for only $10, which is like a screaming good price. I think that's like 70% off or something, right? And I only have 10 strands of that. But look how pretty it is. I'm trying to, needs, must, when the devil drives. I don't understand what that means. Oh, it's $4.50. Thank you. Oh, hey, Jennifer, how you doing? I'm bad. I'm a bad friend, Jennifer. I never got back to you because, you know, life, and I never responded to your email. And so you can spank me if you see me. So I'll say hi here. We got to chat soon. I miss chatting with you. Okay, and we have 8 millimeter wood opal, ABC 206. Look at that. It is just gorgeous. If you've never seen wood opal before, it is a really unique strand. So pretty. This was $38.99 and it's on for $14. So again, super good price. And I only have 7 strands of that left now though. Right. Yeah, you've been busy. I've been busy. Everybody's busy right now, right? It's cuckoo. All right. Now, I had a customer in the store ask me to bring this in, and of course, now that we closed the online or the brick and mortar store, she's not there to buy it anymore. So you're going to maybe get to take advantage of this. And I never see this anywhere. So this is 8mm Scapulite, and you can see it. You probably oh yeah, it is translating right there very well. It's got the beautiful crystals in there. It is so beautiful and so unique. It's a very heavy stone. And I think it must be kind of rare because I've not really ever seen it too many places. But look at that. Look at the crystals in that. Absolutely stunning. So this is ABC 341. It's an 8mm Scapulite. It was $44.99. And again, start the car. I've got it on for only $15, which is super cheap. And I only have 11 strands of that. So if you're into the metaphysical properties of stones, this would be a good one because it's very unique and your customers would probably love if you looked it up and found out all about it. And you could probably use this to your advantage for anybody that's into the, metaphysical parts of stones. And the last one I got here is some 8mm matte peach aventurine. So this is ABC 178 and it was $19.99 and it's on for $6.50. So just a nice little sort of light peach aventurine. And I only have 8 of those and then they'll be gone. So that's it. Those are for you. All right, I'm just going to switch you back if I can figure out how to do this. Solo layout. Woohoo! Look at I did it. I even managed without Savannah here. Whoa. That took a load off. I was super nervous because I don't do this by myself very often anymore. So anyway, so that's what we have today. We've got lots of great markdowns. I don't have a project today. I'm sorry. We just have not had time. There's been, like I said, there's been so much going on, and I was going to try and scramble on top of this, and I had about 12 minutes to eat my dinner or my lunch. And I just thought, you know what, with all the anxiety I was feeling earlier, I just thought it was time for me to just not. So there's no project today. I apologize. But, that's what I meant to bring was my project from this week. Did you guys see that? I did a really cute, a knotted bracelet using this really nice hibiscus flowers that we have in stock. And I show a couple of different ways to end it, which was kind of it's a really pretty bracelet. So if you haven't seen that, check out that video and make sure you continue to support our new shorts that Savannah is doing, and make sure you laugh because they're hilarious. And we're just having a lot of fun with it, and we're getting silly. And so far, everybody seems to understand why we're being silly. And it's really just to lighten the load a little bit because the world can be a heavy place, right? So, and it really doesn't have anything to do with me selling beads. It's just Savannah being silly, being a good sport, and you guys all enjoying it so much. So as long as you guys don't mind us being silly and not selling you beads, then we'll continue doing them, and we'll probably get pretty goofy. Because we get lots of comments, people saying, oh, do a scavenger hunt and do this and do that. So, it's never ending what we can do with those silly shorts, but they are kind of funny. They are fun, aren't they, Faye? Everybody's commenting, about the catchphrase about when she just goes, beads, pulls them up. And, she's just so comfortable with herself. She doesn't give a hoot what she looks like or if she's even brushed her hair. She just goes at it and has fun. So, I'm glad you do, Susan. That's great. Yeah. Oh, there was 2 Susans that commented there that you like them. So that's good. I'm glad that you guys like that. It's, I really strongly believe that when we're at work, work can be a drag. Who wants to go to work every day? So I want my staff to enjoy while they work here. So I try to let them be creative. So yesterday, Lori and I were just creating something. I've got a new project coming up on a video, not for maybe a couple of weeks because I have to get the parts in, but it's a good one. And Lori was just creating and then like Tessa, I let her kind of like run amok with the camera and have some fun. And now Savannah's making the shorts. So I just want people to enjoy themselves while they're here. I don't want to be, like a really, boring place to work. So that's kind of my approach is let's have some fun while we're here. And so I'm glad it's translating. So that's good, Faye. It was pretty funny. I mean, that was when I actually thought I was going to wet my pants when she was making that one. That was pretty funny. So it was good. Oh, well, thank you, Sophie. Oh, your gift certificate didn't work? It might have. Did you look through at the very end? Because often people think it doesn't work, but if it's in your account, it automatically will apply. So I can't apply it after the fact, but if there is one, it should have gone through, Sophie. So I'll have a look at it. Maureen, yes, our prices are in Canadian dollars. So if you live in Canada, that's what you pay. If you live in the United States, you're going to save about 30 to 35%, depending on what your bank gives you for an exchange rate. So really good deal for my American girls. I wish I could do something more for the Canadians, but I get creamed on the shipping here too. So yeah, laughter is the best medicine, especially of late. That is for sure. So, all right. Well, that's about it for this week. Was just a whole pile of sales stuff. I'm thinking of doing something kind of fun where I'm not selling beads, where I'm just doing like a bunch of projects one day. Would you guys like to see me try and create off the cuff? I hate doing that. Maybe I should try and do that, right? Where I bring a bunch of stuff and show it. And I just say, which color should I pick? And you guys pick the colors. Oh, let's do that one day where I bring like 3 different colors or 3 different styles of strands. And you guys pick the ones that you want me to do. And then I'll have like different charms and things like that. And then an assortment of other things that I can use with them, right? But I think that might be kind of fun. So you want one of the glass bottles behind you for bracelet. Oh, these ones over here? Yeah, those are old from IKEA. They were just an IKEA bud vase. So go to like a secondhand store and keep your eye out for these. I bought them way back in the day for $1. So I bet you if you go to if you keep looking around, you can probably find them at any kind of like a Goodwill or that kind of thing. And yeah, I think that would, you could anything like that because it's got that nice, I can't see this word, it's cylindrical. Some words I'm pretty much like that person that has to have the English language sound right. And that did not sound right at all, what I just said. But I'm like, I like to make sure I can say things properly, but cylindrical. Oh, there, I said it. Okay. Yes, that's what it is. It's cylindrical. Honest to Pete, I don't know. This is getting old. You think that would be good? I saw somebody just say Candy does that. Oh, she does that where she just does like off the cuff stuff. Okay, but I'm no Candy Cooper, that's for sure. She likes to have some fun while she's doing her thing. So yeah, they kind of do look like beakers. So you could probably, I have 2 different styles, but I don't have the other one. I don't have one of the other ones here. No, but it's more of like a bulbous on the bottom and it goes straight up. So just go to your secondhand stores to try and find that kind of stuff. And the other thing I did, excuse me, I actually got this idea. I'm going to go over here and grab this and show you because I know a lot of you display your jewelry. So give me 2 seconds and I'm going to grab something. So if you, any of you watch Abby Berta, she's on at thebeadplace.net. She actually said this one day. So you can buy, I don't sell them because of the shipping factor. For me, it was just too hard. So these small bracelet measuring things, these easy bracelet things, what she did was she opened hers up and it created kind of like a thing like this. And then I created a template with using that as a template. I put it on a piece of cardstock and then I just rolled it back up and taped it. And so it works really well for display too. So think outside the box when it comes to display. And actually, I've been thinking for years that I should do a video on fun display items, found items that you can use. I used to use everything. Like I had the craziest stuff in my booth that you would never think of. I had a shoe rack as that I used as risers. I spray painted it black and it was perfect. So, you know, think outside. Yes. And the Dollar Tree is a good place for that kind of stuff too. You don't need to spend a fortune on your displays. You can, for a while there, I actually took, when I was desperate, when I was very first doing it, you know, you don't have any money. So you're like, how can I do this? I took a pot and I put a bunch of sand in it. And then I took some heavy gauge wire that I just had like coming out of the pot. And then I twirled it so that I could take my earring cards and sort of stick them up in the twirly part. So when it was like, it looked like a bouquet of earring cards hanging in this pot. You just have to make sure you use a heavy enough gauge. And my husband had this like really heavy gauge stuff that I was able to create the little twirlies with that held the cards in there. So, and you can, I mean, you can make earring cards out of cardstock. You don't, I had mine made back in the day, but you don't even have to do that. You can do anything. I mean, just there's like literally just challenge yourself. Go to a dollar store or I really do like the, you know, thrifting for these kind of things and just look at something and go, what could I use that for? You know, like just play around with some things and, you know, have some fun with it. Right. So there's so many ideas. You just have to think outside the box. So, well, maybe I'll have to put that together, Brenda. I'll have to look and see what I've got left. And maybe I'll challenge myself and go to the thrift store. Maybe that's what I'll do later. Get myself out of here. Jennifer, Rob is doing okay. Don't ask how he is anymore. Start asking how I am, because he was home for so long that I went crazy. He's doing better though. He's quasi back to normal. He's about 75%. That's about it. He's not complaining about his knee anymore. Everything's pretty good. So thankfully, it was a long haul. That was, you know, 2 operations and a whole lot of time at home, and it was just nuts. So I'm so glad that's over with for the most part. He just has to do physio, and you know, his knee's going to take a long time. You know, it's just one of those things that's going to take time because he's older now, and nothing works like it used to. So thanks, Brenda. Yes, I am too. I was tired of being his nursemaid too. So I'm really glad that he's doing better. All right. Well, that's about it for us today, girls and guys, whoever's watching. I know I do get the odd fella on here, but paint roller works for bracelets. Oh yeah, that would work for like see, Susan, really good idea. You just kind of got to think outside the box. You could make a really cool display. You could cover a paint roll. Oh, you could do so many things. That's a really great idea. Go do a spa day. No, I don't like spas. I need to go do some retail therapy. That's my favorite thing, is to go to, you guys have in the United States, you have a lot of places have home goods. We have a place here called Winners and Home Sense. And that is like nirvana for me. I love going into those places and like budget, you know, shopping for new home decor. All right. So thanks again, everybody, for putting up with my craziness and all my anxiety at the very beginning. And I send my love to all the other people out there that are suffering from anxiety like I am. It's no joke, but we all got through this. So go off and make yourself some fabulous jewelry. And don't forget that we've got our 20% off sale. I'm just going to pop this up there for 2 seconds. We've got our 20% off your order sale until Sunday at midnight. Use Sunny Days 20 as your coupon code. It's on almost everything in the store. There's some disclaimers and it's on the website, but it'll tell you what is not. Just pop back here. I see some new comments coming up. All right, big hugs back to you, Deb. Appreciate it. And oh, you have Winners in Halifax too? Awesome. Yeah, it's a good store. I like them. So off you go, make some jewelry. Have some fun today. And we will see you next, well, probably Monday. There'll be a video, but I will see you next Wednesday. All right. Love you guys. Bye, everybody.